Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending when you're watching this. For me, it's evening time. It's a Friday evening. It is just before 9 o'clock, and I have been driving for about 3 hours. I finished up work. I just headed straight through, and I've literally just arrived, had a cup of tea, and a bite to eat, and settled down. So I'm away out west. I basically left my home in Perth and headed west and even further west. In fact, I probably could have got to Torridon in about the same time. But anyway, I'm not in Torridon, and I'm going up a hill that I've not done in probably 20 or 25 years. And it's probably one of the hills where I nearly became a cropper. Inexperience and bad choices. It was almost my last hill, along with my brother, but I'll explain all tomorrow. We're going to be joined by Jerry and possibly a few others. Actually, maybe quite a crowd of us tomorrow. Not my usual solitude walk, but looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll probably bring you back in the morning. I'm just going to chill in the van. I've got some food, not a lot of food. In fact, I'll maybe put some footage up now, but my fridge basically contains 2 Scotch eggs, 6 pork pies, just mini ones. There's even a Greg's sausage roll, which I stole from my son. I don't know if he knows it's gone or not. And a half-eaten egg sandwich. That's about it. So yeah, whether they remain until the morning I will have to see which one is going to come up the hill with me. So right, let's go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully for a nice adventure with some friends. Good morning. I've got my coffee. Oh, it always tastes so good when I'm away. Had a good, I was going to say I had a good night's sleep, but I actually didn't. I've been up most of the night, and it's been because I've been worrying about, not because I'm worrying about the hill that I nearly died on, and I'm going back up it today, but I've been losing sleep over what's on my feet here. I can't make the decision. Let's have a look and see what I'm talking about. You guessed it. What to take on the hill with me? Will it be the Scotch egg? Will it be the pork pie? Or will it be the Greg's sausage roll? The decisions that we have to make as hill walkers and outdoors people really is sometimes serious. You know, stay tuned and find out which one. I genuinely don't know which one I'm going to take. I might take them all. Might take 2. Might take 1. I don't know. Anyway, right. I'm going to have my coffee, and we're having a late start because the weather is an improving forecast. It's not going to be sunny and blue skies, but the forecast winds on the summits early morning were gusting up to 50, and it's to drop down to about 20 by mid-morning lunchtime. So we're hoping that's the case, although it is raining outside now, and that rain was meant to have cleared by now, so maybe things are moving more slowly than anticipated. So yeah, well, I'll bring you back once the rest of the team assemble, and yeah, we'll speak to you in a wee while. Right. Scotch eggs, pork pies, or sausage rolls? That is the question. So as I made my choice, Jerry arrived, and we got ourselves all sorted out, and we were soon heading along the track on the approach to the mountain. And it was looking nice. There was some white stuff on the hills. Right. I'm using a new camera today, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. I'm having real issues with the audio. It's an action cam. As you can see, I've got my big camera, and it's a waterproof bag there. Anyway, I've met up with Jerry. Spin you around, you'll be able to see up. There he is there. You might be able to see, you might be able to see the tops of the mountains are white. So it looks like it's going to be quite a nice day, and it is raining at the moment, but it's an improving forecast. So let's see if that holds true. I can tell you the story about the last time I was up here. It's a mountain called Beinn Fhionnlaidh, and kind of back end of Glencoe area, way out west. So yeah, let's go. I'll report back in a wee while. Okay. I was just saying, Jerry, that Beinn Fhionnlaidh we're going up.
Oh, you've told them?
I've told them, yeah.
Breach of protocol.
Well, you might not recognise it because the pronunciation by the man on Walk Islands is something completely different. When whole Hawaii. Anyway, because I'm out of breath. I've had man flu, that's my excuse.
Right.
Yeah, it's looking alright actually, isn't it?
Well, it's not a great day, but it's on the improve, hopefully. So hopefully we'll not get too soaked.
Yeah. Forecast is for the rain to dissipate. So we'll see. The rain didn't dissipate, but what it did do was it turned to snow, and we didn't have to ascend too much to reach the snow line as we headed upwards towards the summit of Beinn Fhionnlaidh. Get a wee bit of blowy. The rain's turned to snow. It's not heavy, but there's enough to give us a wee fresh coating on the ground, and it's kind of sitting on top of some ice actually. So have to be careful, but we do have our crampons should they be needed. But yeah, let's hope it clears. It'd be nice to get a view from the top, but so far slowly making our way up. Look at that. Nice down that way. Behind us from where we come. Lovely. Right, report back in a wee while. So
Murray,
uh-huh.
I've got something we can have a reveal.
A reveal?
When we get on the and when we stop for food.
Jerry's got a reveal. I've got a reveal as well. I'm keeping the viewers in suspense as to whether I've got pork pies, sausage rolls, or Scotch eggs with me.
There is. It's more not so much a reveal. It's it might be a plea to anyone that can help us. I'll do a special plea.
Right. Well, there you go. Let's see what that is. Anyway, that's us on the ridge, as I said before. The wind's picking up. Jerry's getting his gloves on. I've been a bit soft. I've had my gloves on since the start.
Smart they call it.
Smart. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It looks like there's, you can see behind us, that's Beinn Fhionnlaidh. And we might get views, but we're heading.
Cloud level's quite high actually, yeah.
Heading up there, so yeah, let's head on and we'll report back later.
On into the gloop.
Yeah. See what, it's no warm. That wind is biting. Oh. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The goggles really come in handy in weather like this. It's pretty gusty, maybe 20-mile-an-hour winds, gusting to 30, I don't know. But enough to give a significant wind chill, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't think we'll be getting at least the views that we're getting. I thought it was going to be a lot more clagged in and wet, so comparatively it's alright, but still a fair distance to go till we're at the top. Ooh. Let me spin you around and show you. It's a fairly long pull to get to the summit coming in from this direction, and when I'd done it before I'd come from the other side, which was maybe a little bit shorter, so it was nice to come up a way I'd never been up before. But it did mean we were walking along the ridge, and you can probably hear that wind. We were pretty exposed to the easterly gale that was forecast to drop. It just hadn't dropped by this point, and we were battling our way. It was heads down into the wind, so battling our way along the ridge towards the summit. But before long we could see the summit point, and yeah, it wasn't going to be too long until we reached the summit of Beinn Fhionnlaidh. We're just about there. Fraser's leading the way. Beinn Fhionnlaidh. It's actually clearing. We'll spin you around and show you.
Yeah, well done,
Well done. Superb.
Well done, Murray.
Well done. Superb. Lovely. Yeah, I think we've timed it just right, haven't we?
Weather forecast.
Yes. What's that you're eating?
This is a vegan pork pie.
A vegan pork pie. Look at the size of that. Show it to the camera. That's a beast.
You can abseil off that.
You could. I think it's a safety device, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the big reveal is, what have I brought? Do you think I have the Greg's sausage roll, mini pork pies, or the Scotch eggs? Or the reveal is
All of them.
no. I only brought one, and it'd be no surprise to you all.
Whoa.
It's the Scotch egg.
Look at those bad boys.
The pork pies can wait till we get back. So, what a place! Very. I think we think the snow's all coming in overnight, don't we? It's all pretty fresh, new stuff.
Yeah. The ground's very icy.
Feels like winter almost.
A touch of it.
Oh,
Ah.
beautiful. There's something over behind me. I've just come over for a wee donder to show you. I want to show you the views, but also to show you and tell you where I nearly became a cropper quite a few years ago with my brother. I'll spin you around and show you, and hopefully it'll make sense. I'm not going to get too close to the edge, but hopefully you can see behind me there's another mountain here. That's looking towards Glencoe actually, but this one here's a Munro called Scuranulli. And all those years ago when I was bagging Munros, we came up here and we decided that we just head straight down to the Bealach between the two, because why would we want to drop all the way down or even come back another day to bag a Munro, which is just there. So we basically just went down the ridge a wee bit and then straight down, and my god, it was steep, and that kind of explained why we could never find any books or descriptions, because I think it was before the time of the internet, or it was dial-up internet, but we couldn't find any descriptions linking the two hills together, and that's the reason why. So it was pretty dodgy cliffs, and we did look at the map and I was like, yeah, it's steep, but it looks alright. It wasn't, but you do learn from your mistakes. So that's the time I nearly became a cropper. Let me show you down into Glenettive. You can probably see behind me now. Down over there, you won't be able to see, but over there's the head of Loch Etive and Beinn Fhionnlaidh, and then over to the hills to the south of Glenettive. It's a glorious day actually. We've timed it just right. The forecast was right. The winds have dropped down, and yeah, it's absolutely glorious. We're getting more views than I was expecting, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's go back up to the summit. Jerry's got this revelation to reveal, funnily enough. Revealing a revelation. I don't even know what it is, so let's go and see what he's got to say to it. Let's go. So I headed back towards the summit and back across the top of those steep-sided slopes where I'd nearly become a cropper. And I think, thinking back to those days, I was just young, and you kind of think you're invincible when you're that age, but you're not, believe me. Ooh. Right, back at the summit. I'm going to head down, and Jerry's going to do the big reveal further down. I've told the viewers that you've got a reveal for us, so...
Appeal.
An appeal? Oh, sorry, it's an appeal, not a reveal.
A reveal appeal.
It's a reveal appeal. We'll come back to you shortly, but we're getting a bit cold, so. And I also made the mistake of leaving my Scotch egg out, but Jerry managed to restrain himself from eating it. Right. The summit is 960 metres, 959 I think. Anyway, still a bit of cloud, it's starting to close in a wee bit, so I think we timed that almost perfectly. It's beautiful, so yeah. Let's report back and see what Jerry's reveal appeal is. The downside to this filming, I need to catch them up. After faffing about, doing a bit of filming, I eventually caught up with Jerry and Fraser, and the good thing about this route was, although it was quite a long walking along the ridge, it was a lovely walk back down with those views out west. We could see Benmore and the Isle of Mull and some of the islands like Colonsay. It really was lovely. Right,
come and join us.
Here we are.
So
we're going to do the big, well, I don't even know what this is.
So this is you'll probably notice the Scotland's Mountains turned into a food channel.
Quality food channel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So this is an appeal. So you'll notice that all through the year, Murray, Mark, Fraser, and occasionally myself are out in all weathers, in all conditions, getting B footage and A footage for you guys to watch. I'm sad to reveal that we're down to our last 3 Iron Brew jelly babies.
I'm dressed in orange, you're not going to start chasing me,
so this appeal is, if anyone out there knows where we can source Iron Brew jelly babies reliably,
okay.
leave a trail in the comments so that we can source, because things are getting grim.
Yeah.
We're down to our last 3.
Cheers. Oof.
1.
Do we have to ration these? I'll eat the head.
You can do what you like, but
it's a long way back to
there is no more. There are no more. So anyone out there knows where we can get Iron Brew jelly babies for a very, very good cause, let us know.
Let us know where you get them. Aye.
And in the meanwhile, stay classy.
Stay classy.
Happen.
Let's stay classy, happen. Nice one.
Classy happen.
Right, we'll see you next week for another adventure. Let's go.